Who doesn't love a good gift? Just like our last video on this luxury hack series, today's video is also geared toward the men, which kind of makes me feel like I'm running around a grocery store with the cart on full speed and a blindfold on, because that's how fast I need to move to get your attention. We're gonna talk about 3 ways to add luxury to your gifts at any price point you're at. So whether you're at the $10, $20 price point or at the $500 price point, and if you're beyond that, well honey, watch the other experiences we've had on this channel so that you can get an idea of where to blow that back. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Pam Matani. I am a lawyer, an entrepreneur, and I have multiple YouTube channels, but this is my luxury lifestyle one. So let's get to it. Hold my hand, stay here. Look at me. The first level of gift giving we're gonna talk about is like the most budget friendly one, like a $10, $20 situation. A great gift to be giving your significant other if you're at that stage with them, or even somebody you've just started dating. The tips I'm gonna talk about in this video are gonna be great to give somebody you've just started dating, because at that stage, these gifts also double as like tests. Like, are they gonna be reciprocating? You know, you take one step, they take the other. Is there lack of appreciation? Are they not of the same palette of luxury or lifestyle as you are? These are great gifts to give at the beginning. The first kind of gift is going to be the intro level situation. We're talking about flowers. But if you're a guy, you might not know that, yes, honey, there's different kinds of flowers out there. You can get a bouquet at the grocery store that's going to be looking a little wilted, a little bit like it's seen better days. And with the price of everything going up, those grocery store bouquets are easily going to be at least $20 now, at least. And we're here so we can elevate. We're not here so that we can stay thinking a flower is a flower. And how do you elevate that gift? Go to a florist. Go to a florist, pick one big bloom flower, like a dahlia, but I'll add photos here as I'm speaking, and I'm intentionally not going to tell you like a specific type of flower, because I know you're watching from all different places in the world anyway. So what one store in the US has, another store in Bangladesh is not going to have, and vice versa. Pick your budget, let's say $20 US. Go to the store, pick the biggest bloom you can within that budget at the store. They're gonna wrap it for you for free in some like cool looking thing. If they can't wrap it, here's a tip: save the newspaper, you know, that they're giving out on the street, or save last week's newspaper, save a sheet of that, wrap it yourself at home. You can tape the newspaper if you don't have string. If you have string, it looks a little better with some like string on it, okay? And that one flower is going to elevate the entire conversation. You can make daily life exciting with one freaking flower. And the level of luxury you're going to add with a one stem that's $20, for example, and that's going to have its own unique name and become a conversation piece, and where did you pick it, and so on and so forth. That experience is going to be remarkably different than gifting somebody a womp 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 from the grocery store. And who's getting elevated all the while here, by the way? Yourself. You're elevating yourself, opening yourself up to new experiences, opening yourself up to conversations, to new vocabulary. Tip number 2, the second, more midpoint, moving a little bit up, is going to be, what else does every woman love? Jewelry. Now, I cannot, like, it scratches my brain as somebody that came from nothing, like was on like food banks and now is like a lawyer with billionaire clients, and the things I've seen along the way, it scratches my mind when I see like grown women idealizing like a Pandora and men spending money on it for them. Pandora is not going to be worth 3 cents when you walk out the store. It's a nothing. There's no precious materials, there's no precious stones, there's no nothing, okay? For the same price point, like a set from Pandora, even though I have none, but as a lawyer I can research, a set from Pandora, if we're talking like earrings, bracelet, necklace, is easily going to cost hundreds of dollars. And a lot of grown women have that brand on their list because they see it at the mall. How about you elevate yourself and your woman? You know it's going to cost you less than that set, nothing value set at Pandora, and it's going to last a lot longer and elevate, you know, yourself and your partner. Gold jewelry. Go with gold. If you can't afford 24 karat gold, side note, not a smart decision anyways, because that's the purest kind of gold, so it's gonna get dinged up a lot. You need the gold mixed with something anyway so it can last. But if you can't afford the 24 karat, which I just said you shouldn't do anyways, do a freaking 10 karat gold. Do a 14 karat gold. Whatever your budget is, I'm giving you options here. And by the way, if you like these options and if you like all this value talk within the world of luxury and elevating your game and yourself, give this channel a big subscribe. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, because with all that I've been through in life, it's my time to give back and share the message, and there's no better platform for that than YouTube. Thank you for subscribing. And 10 carats in Canada might be 150 for a reasonable chain. In the US, I suspect you guys can even get it for like 100 for a reasonable chain. The value of that is going to go up. For investment purposes, ideally you'd be buying a gold bar or something, although the only reason I didn't list that as like a realistic substitute or way to up the luxury on the gifts is because those are pretty much impossible to insure at home. The real luxury stuff is even going to come out to less. Like we said, the jewelry set at Pandora is going to come to hundreds of dollars. One 10 karat gold chain is going to come to 150. One 10 karat, 14 karat pair of gold earrings, I'm sure you could get those for well under 100. Now, the third idea, the third gift giving idea we're gonna talk about is one that I wish really that a lot more people would just hold my hand and walk through the vision on. How many times when you're dating somebody or when you're married for 25 years are you going out to eat? For a lot of people, that answer is a lot. And a lot of people end up going to places like fast food or low-end restaurants. Not trying to hurt your feelings, we're talking facts. Look at me. So if you were to tally up the cost of all those experiences, like a McDonald's every other day, or like a Chili's, remember when they were famous for the cheese situation? A Chili's like once a week, you know, which is totally not unreasonable in today's time in terms of that frequency of eating out. That is going to easily come to hundreds of dollars a month. My idea in terms of elevate, you know, if we could, we would all do the nice things all the time, right? If you could, I'm sure you would do the nice things all the time. But while we're still doing our best with what we have, in terms of the hundreds of dollars a month that McDonald's is taking from you, develop the skills, look inwardly, and learn how to cook yourself. I'm gonna actually have for the first time ever, because in one of these lifetimes I've spent on earth, I actually have very strong cooking training and abilities. So I'm gonna actually post cooking videos on this channel, like luxury recipes, affordable luxury recipes in the weeks to come. But for now, look at me, stay here. How, you know, take that budget of hundreds of dollars a month and go to a Michelin star restaurant once a month. Michelin star restaurants vary in price range. Some you can get entrees for like $50, $60. Some are gonna be a little sneaky about jacking up the price because they're gonna have fixed price menus, and those can be sometimes, you know, they can start at $150, $200 a person kind of situation. Again, this is the third on my list, so of course it's the most expensive. In terms of $150 per person, we're talking $300. $300 once a month at a Michelin star restaurant is going to expose your palate, expand your horizons, open your eyes, expand your vocabulary, up the luxury in your life by so freaking much, because you're going to learn about more than just it. You're going to invest into the art of food. And again, remember I said at the beginning, I planted that little seed about these are excellent ways to test the person you're with. If you're watching this video, chances are you want to up your life, elevate your life. And we can't really elevate all the way around if we don't choose the most elevated version of a significant other that we can in the marketplace. And when you do these better things, by the way, when you invest in luxury in one thing, you're going to want to look differently at yourself. You're going to look differently at your home, look differently at your skills, your education, all of that. All good things encourage more good things to come into your life. So only good can come from following the tips I've shared in this video. They're adding luxury to your life, they're adding joy, they're adding experiences, they're adding refinement, they're adding education. Thank you so much for watching this video. Another video I just posted that is directed to men specifically is a video where I walk you through a step-by-step as a jewelry lover, like a jewelry insano, on how to save 61% on your future fiance's engagement ring. Does that sound salesy? Yeah. Do I have anything to sell you? No. Thank you for watching. Click subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. We post content twice a week here.